Good evening. I just got done watching United States versus Mexico World Cup qualifier. There's only 3 games left for each of these teams to qualify. United States versus Mexico is probably one of the most exciting matches. As a Mexican American, this is a game I look forward to all the time. I don't necessarily root for either team, but I just love to see a battle. I love to see the grit. I love to see the hits. I love to see the grime. It's very exciting. I love to see the attitude of both teams. So coming into this, both teams played a 4-3-3. Both teams put their best squad out. Now, there are some missing players, but it is what it is. The game started out with some intense energy. The United States looked to be ready to be hit all the time, whereas Mexico was putting the hits on. Seemed to be a little tentative when we were moving forward with that. Now, early on, United States seemed to be getting rid of the ball very fast. They get the ball, they would get rid of it as quick as they could, anticipating a hit. Not necessarily the best ball, not necessarily the best plan, but that's what was happening. It was leading to some bad passes, to be completely honest. Now, Mexico was having very, very good success going down United States right side, or United States left side. I think it's both Robinsons. They seem to be getting eaten up by Mexico, and that is something United States has got to clean up. You can't have so many opportunities going down United States left side. If they plan on being competitive in the tournament, if they plan on figuring this out, they have got to not be so vulnerable down their left defensive side. Too much space, giving opportunities for crosses, attacking straight in the box. But Mexico did a great job attacking down that side, and it was open all night. I think some of it got cleaned up at halftime, but for the most part, lots of gaps, lots of holes. Mexico was doing a very interesting attack. So what they did was they played their midfield very wide, and allowed their wingers to pinch in. So when the midfield had the ball on the outside, they had their entire squad to move forward. Mexico had the primary position on possession. I think at the end of the day, they ended with 62% possession, right? So 62% of the possession was Mexico, and they seemed to be doing what they wanted with the ball for the most part. Now, I would say United States did have 2 amazing opportunities that were wide open shots. Pulisic got the ball in about the 34th minute. He had a wide open shot from a cross coming in from the right side. He hit Ochoa right in the chest. This was an opportunity that should have been capitalized, but it wasn't, right? But what we were seeing in this game was things were not landing. Things were not going in. United States and Mexico ended up tying 0-0. They both earned 1 point in the World Cup qualifiers. Now, that leaves Canada number 1 and Mexico and United States tied for 2nd and 3rd. So they're both going to be trying their hardest in the remaining 2 games to get points so that they can get in the World Cup. Mexico had great games in the last World Cup, but United States didn't even make it. So for United States, it's even more important that they finish this strong, right? So I would have to say that the United States got to work on their left defensive side. There was just too much space, very sloppy. And also with Chucky Lozano, United States is very lucky that Chucky didn't finish some of his opportunities. Now, one of them was like a ball coming in that was a little bit of a sliding shot, but at the end of the day, Chucky is probably one of the most dangerous strikers up there. He's so fast, he's quick, and his shot is pretty much on point. Luckily for the United States, it didn't happen. Now, I will get into that. In the second half, I would say America was losing possession very fast, right? Once again, if they started the game getting rid of the ball too fast without looking for their outlets, second half, they were losing the ball quite a bit. Now, in the 60th minute, Reyna came in for his first time back since his injury, and he had an amazing, literally an amazing opportunity with the ball dropped into the box to Reyna. He centered it right to Pifok, and he literally got the ball, and people say, oh, must have hit his shin guard or hit his foot sideways. No. It looked like he didn't have the confidence to shoot the ball right in the 6-yard box. It looked like his body was facing towards passing back to Reyna, and even Reyna threw his hands up like, what? So that was the second wide open opportunity that United States had. Ending with 0 goals, they're going to look back at what could have been. In the 90th minute, Mexico got the ball at the right side of the box, going into the box, and it looked like he had the advantage on the defender, but he dove. The ref was right there, didn't call a penalty, but when you look at it, it looked like maybe his best play was just to keep running and then center the ball because they had the advantage there. United States on the right side gave the ball away. Very, very, very casual. United States looked very casual in the defense coming out as if they had 1-2 seconds. Mexico was closing the space down very fast, and it almost seemed like they were at a different speed a lot of times coming out of the back, a faster speed than the United States. I root for both of these teams. I really do. United States looked too casual in this game. Mexico had the majority of the possession of the game, and they looked for those opportunities. They weren't able to capitalize as many opportunities in the second half as they did in the first. It is what it is. Both these teams had a good game. I expect more. I expect more from both these teams. This is not the type of game that I'm used to seeing. I'm used to seeing much more vicious tackles, much more aggressive offensive attack. It looked like both of these teams were okay with not losing. Now, that may be offensive to a lot of people, but coming out of the locker rooms, the United States definitely looked like they were okay with not losing, but not going necessarily for the win. Now, playing at Estadio Azteca, that is a very high altitude, very aggressive. The audience itself is going to be booing United States like they were at the beginning every time they got the ball. But it turned out, the announcer stated that the fans, there was so much traffic getting to Estadio Azteca, they couldn't even get everybody in at the same time, and some people just stayed home and watched on TV, so it wasn't even a full crowd as it could have been. Both of these teams need to come in aggressive, finish strong, get into that World Cup, because I'm looking forward to this Winter World Cup. Usually it's in the summer, and I appreciate it, but this year, our holidays are going to be with a World Cup. Both these teams need to make it. I need to see both of them. Please join my channel. Thumbs up. Join the channel if you want to follow it. I'm going to continue to follow all of these World Cup qualifiers. I'm really excited about this leading into the World Cup. If you have any questions, let me know. I hope everyone's having a great day. Talk to everyone soon. Adios.